Hello everyone and welcome to a controversial video, because today we're going to be rating the most underrated versus the most overrated roller coasters in the UK. So just prepare yourself for some very controversial opinions. And I'm going to regret this, but make sure to leave your arguments down in the comments. First underrated coaster on this list is Saw the Ride at Thorpe Park. You may be thinking, why is this on the underrated coasters? It should be overrated, it hurts, it's headbanging, and I came off with a concussion. Shush. It's a good ride. Especially recently, it's been quite smooth compared to the other years. And also, even if it is headbanging and it hurts, it makes you feel like you're actually in a saw trap, which adds to the immersion. Its indoor section is so good, it's better than the Smilers. That should probably ruin one of my overrated coasters on this list. The indoor section part of the ride is so good, with the hang time on the barrel roll, when you're going through the traps, when you're going over the dead body. Yeah. And the outside section is so good as well. The beyond vertical drop, the different loops, the dive loop, the last dive loop kind of hurts, but it also has one of the best airtime moments on any roller coaster in the UK, so it's overall just really underrated. Now this is controversial. Nemesis at Alton Towers isn't as good as people say, or wasn't, since it's sort of in shambles right now. But when this was open, I found it really uncomfortable, and I always somehow came off feeling sick. I don't know whether it was the G-force, the uncomfortableness, I don't know what it was, but I always came off feeling ill, so that's why I've never liked this ride. I don't feel so good. Anyway, people regard it as the best roller coaster at Alton Towers, and personally I don't see it. I mean, I wouldn't choose to remove it from Alton Towers, it's just it needs to be improved a bit. Oh, and Nemesis Inferno's better. I can see the angry Nemesis fans in the comments. The next coaster on this list is a really underrated family coaster, the Nickelodeon Streak at Blackpool Pleasure Beach. It's a great first coaster for kids, especially since the Blue Flyer exists as well, so they might have just come off there and then come on the Nickelodeon Streak for an upgrade. But even if you're an avid theme park fan, you'll still enjoy this ride, as there's loads of airtime and there's really good moments on this ride. It's doing well for its age as well. It's an old ride and it's still really smooth for a wooden coaster. And can we also note the fact that it's in a Nickelodeon themed area? The SpongeBob, guys, SpongeBob! The final and most controversial ride on this list is the Smiler at Alton Towers. If you asked me a couple years back, I'd still say this is a super great ride, but the age is getting to it, unfortunately. The restraints are so headbangy, the trains are just not well designed to keep up for a long time. 14 inversion record is really cool, to have it in the UK is phenomenal, but it's just getting a bit too unbearable for it to be one of the best in the UK. I even said in my Alton Towers vlog, as soon as I came off the Smiler, it was very headbangy, and after that I just had a headache the whole day. Nevertheless, I still go to ride it whenever I go to Alton Towers, but it's just one that I always think, why couldn't they have better restraints on this, and why couldn't they improve it at all? But yeah, they are my opinions on the underrated versus overrated roller coasters of the UK. If you want to see a part 2 to this series, let me know down in the comments which roller coasters you want to see next, and thank you for watching. Goodbye.